Listen, can you hear me out there tonight? I had done this again. I want to make sure because something was going on. I didn't know quite what was going on. Let's see. Let's see if we can hear. Before I start anything, I want to make sure that people watching at home, people wherever you may be, yes, you do hear me. All right, listen. Listen, tonight. Before I start anything. There you go, right there. Listen, everybody hears me good tonight. Look, guys, we're trying this for the third time tonight. My microphone got unplugged one time, and another time it didn't come on. And then another time in the middle of it, it cut me off. Listen, tonight, first and foremost, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going to go in this world, wherever you're at in the season in your life, I want you to know that you're not alone. If you're struggling, if you have anxiety or depression, or you're dealing with some mental mentality, mental stuff, health issues, or in general, anything, you're not alone. You don't have to suffer alone. And I promise you, you are somebody. You mean something to someone. You feel that chest beating. You feel that heart. That means your journey and your time is not done. So I want to tell you, please, please, please understand that this is where you're supposed to be in your life. So things that are not going right, you might not understand, but I promise you it will get better. Guys, tonight, I'm going to help you win some bar bets or, some bets amongst your friends or wherever you may be. And you want to win some money, or you just want to shed some light to your family, or you want to be the guy who's got, or the person, shall I say, that's got the knowledge of useless knowledge. I don't know what you want to say, but I'm going to try to give you 25 facts of did you know facts. And let me tell you something. I have looked over these, and when I first thought I was being... the episode was going great, I got down to so many and had to do it again. So I'm going to do it again and get so far, and I'll just pick up where it is. All right, tonight I'm going to blow some of your guys' mind. Australia. Did you know? Kenny Garner, if you were watching Keg Belly, I know you said you like these, so I'm going to try to bring it to you. Here you go. The moon. Listen, the moon sits at 2,113 miles in diameter, while, let me tell you something, that's from east to west, okay? Australia's east to west, okay, is 2,485 miles. So what is that, like a little bit over 300 something miles different, like 100 miles difference? Like, what? You fathom this? Like, that doesn't blow your mind? I'm not the only one that think that Australia is bigger than the moon. Blows my mind. Listen, did you know that headphones can increase the bacteria in your ears? Now listen, I'm old, okay? I grew up with a headphone era where, well, they were before my time, but I'm telling you, where it was a big deal. Now they've went all the way, we don't have wires anymore. It's wireless. And it's been this way for a minute, but 100 times wearing headphones for just 1 hour could put, I'm talking bacteria. Like, this is nasty. Did you know Scotland chose the unicorn as its national animal? Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't believe that? Check it out. In the Celtic mythology, if you wanted to know things like this, the fictional creature is connected with both you're around the avocado king or queen or whatever they may be doing when they're bragging on their avocado. If they didn't know, tell them this, or perhaps see if they didn't know. Avocados are not vegetables. They're not vegetables at all. You want to argue for a moment? Okay, well, don't argue with me, because avocados are fruits because they're single-seeded berries. See? Single-seeded. They're big. Here's one. Did you know, number 5 fact of this evening, did you know that you probably eat bugs in your sleep? I know you're squeamish or you don't want to hear that, but I'm telling you, dude, the fact is there's a good chance that you will swallow at least 10 bugs, or what was it, 10 spiders, and 70 different types of insects or more in the course of your lifetime. Gosh, yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Listen, did you know the Eiffel Tower actually gets taller in the summer? What? I'm telling you guys, think about it. Iron, which is what the Eiffel Tower is made out of, the tower, when it heats up, the tower can get up to like 15 centimeters. Breaking it down, if you don't understand, 6 inches. So it's due to thermal expansion. What? Look these weird facts up. Don't at all take my word for this at all. Did you know there's only 4 words? I'm sorry, I messed that up. 4 words in the English language that ends in dus. I don't know if I'm going to say that right. It's my language, but it's my national language, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. Dus. Let me say it like this: the only words that end in dous, which are horrendous, maybe. Listen, human teeth, did you know this, are the only part of the body that can't heal themselves. Kind of makes sense when you think about it, because you got the rot involved. And, if you break it down, it's just simply that it's live tissue coated in enamel, and that can't spontaneously, regenerate. Like the other parts of our... So, yeah, that's a little fun little fact there. Did you know? Ain't got any... What? Check this out. The Sesame Street characters, Bert and Ernie, were actually named after Bert the police officer and Ernie the taxi driver in Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life. So It's a Wonderful Life, Bert the police officer, Ernie the taxi, they were inspired and got their names from, as you know, right there, as It's a Wonderful Bert and Ernie. Like, come on, man. It's kind of cool, right? Did you know Switzerland prohibits the ownership of just one guinea pig? It's true. And it's weird. My wife is watching and in the replay now. She will probably like this one, as a lot of people. If you have guinea pigs, since guinea pigs are such social creatures, right? And y'all know this. If you have them, you know this. Considered child abuse. Yes, I said child abuse. It's animal abuse, but I say child for the people who love their little furry children. But nonetheless, it's abuse to have one guinea pig. Switzerland, you got it going on. I can dig that. If you buy one, you can't buy one. They're in twos. They come in sets. That's what they're going to do to you. And I'm telling you, did you know that tigers have striped skin? Tigers are kind of cool too, Did you know a shrimp's heart is in its head? Most of you knew that, some of you didn't, and if it's your first time finding it out, or you want to know why, or you're just curious as to, it's due to the nature of their open circulatory system. All right, shrimp have no arteries. Right, they have no arteries, so their organs just float around. In 1905, by a young child named Frank Epperson. Now, Frank left water and soda powder outside, right? He left it overnight in a wooden spoon, like a stir in a cup, and he discovered that mixture had been frozen, so it became the Epsicle, which became the Popsicle Ice Pops. Oh, I guess I need to tell you that Frank Epperson, he was an 11-year-old boy in the shower. That's what they say. They say we are more creative in the shower. And in a way, it makes sense. They say lonely people take more showers, and that happens. I can believe that too. But the creativity, I think it's absolutely fine. And it's weird simply because if you've ever got in there and you think that you're in the shower and you think that you think better in the shower, let me tell you why. You're probably right. That water is absolutely cool. So now you take some warm showers to get creative. It's all right. Did you know that sloth can hold their breath longer than dolphins? Sloth. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The sloth, just like in the movie. Like in the movie. Okay, I can't keep doing that one. That is cool. They can hold their breath longer than dolphins, and I'm going to tell you why. Listen, for dolphins need to come up for air every 10 minutes, right? The sloth has them beat at, it's a staggering, guys, 40 minutes. 40 minutes. It's by slowing their heart rate. They can usually hold their breaths for up to 40 minutes. By their different colors, Fruit Loops are all the same flavor. Such a disappointment. I know. I felt the disappointment too, folks. Let me tell you something. When you think about it, it makes sense. But don't if you don't. But if you want to ruin somebody's Fruit Loop love, yeah, do that to them. Listen, did you know the first airplane flight was on diesel? Did you know that supermarket apples can be a year old? Yeah. And some people might beg to differ, might not want to go to supermarkets for, but those apples you just bought actually a year old? Maybe. Farmers often pick apples in the fall, cover them in wax, they hot air dry them. Matter of fact, this is the technique they use, and then they put them in cold storage. That keeps them edible and ready for sale for like 6 to 12 months. And it's the good kind of crisp. So if you've ever to somebody or wasabi, or just to educate them, just to know you know the knowledge, think about that. Get that next time. And if you really like wasabi, you might want to go ahead and, get it, spend the money and buy it. I don't know. Did you know that Venus is the only planet that spins clockwise? Some of you knew that, some of you didn't, some of you are finding this out just like me. Every 225 Earth days, Venus travels around the sun. But Venus travels, I'm going to tell you, it was kind of weird. It was considered childish to smile for pictures. Have you ever seen these old pictures and you're going, look, they just sat there. They didn't do anything. Well, that's because, folks, they didn't. I mean, it was considered childish, and it became so popular for people to say prunes instead of cheese in order to keep their mouth taut. Prunes. I'm not hating on it. I didn't know that. I didn't know what's going on. I don't want to say this next fact, but I'm going to say it and move right along quickly. Did you know that nutmeg is a hallucinogen? Because it contains, it's a natural compound. It's a mind-altering effect. I'm not going to say anything about it, but it's weird. But you ingest large quantities. But don't do it. Do not do that, because just because it is doesn't mean it's good for you, and you will end up in the ER. And that's all I'm going to read about it. Nutmeg. the Filipino family by marriage there. But listen, I'm going to ask them. But the meat sauce that the pasta comes with a side of McDo fried chicken, this sounds too tasty to be considered one of our weird facts that I'm telling you now. But I'm telling you, it's good. It's good. It's going to be really good. It's got to be, right? Maybe. I don't know. Competitive art was once, did you know this, an Olympic sport. What? Yeah, competitive art. From 19... Would have been pretty cool, huh? Yeah, what about that? Look, check it out. Did you know Three Musketeers candy bars used to come actually in 3 flavors? So for you candy bar lovers, if you got those Musketeer bars, tell them that the 3 Musketeer candy bars used to come in 3 flavors. And let me tell you what they are. The original candy came from 1930s. It had 3 different kinds of nougat. It was chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Hence the down during the World War II due to the rations being too expensive. And you know, I can believe that. I really can. You think about this stuff that we have. You think about these facts and stuff that I've shared tonight. And some of this would come a long way. Some of it are just facts. Some of it is just what it is. But, you know, maybe I'll give us, maybe next week, maybe if I get the computer going on and things going on, I'll give you more facts and we'll have more people on. And if you're not, like I said at the beginning, I want you to know you're not alone. And what do I mean by that? Write me. You're somebody and you need to stop thinking that you're not. I don't care if you're 8, 18, or 80. Stop thinking you don't belong. And most of all, just like I told one of my female best friends, other than my wife, my female best friend who is my cousin. She knows who she is. I told her to stop trying